Norman Osborn had been the Green Goblin, but due to amnesia, he had suspended his identity as the supervillain and forgotten that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Also, Harry Osborn, Parker's best friend and Norman's son, became addicted to drugs and is placed at Norman's request in the Osborn home for detoxification. Norman's parental grief, combined with financial pressure, triggers a breakdown resulting in Norman Osborn remembering his goblin identity and again targets Spider-Man and his loved ones for misery. The Green Goblin abducts Peter's girlfriend, Gwen Stacy, and lures Spider-Man to a tower of the George Washington Bridge. The Goblin and Spider-Man clash, and Spider-Man, suffering from the effects of a virus, manages enough of a blow that unseats the Goblin from his glider. Spider-Man reaches Gwen, but the Goblin, having recovered his glider, hurls Gwen off the bridge. Spider-Man shoots a web strand at her legs and catches her. As he pulls her up, he thinks he has saved her. However, he quickly realizes she is dead. Unsure whether her neck was broken by the whiplash from her sudden stop or had been already broken by the Goblin prior to her fall, he blames himself for her death. Vowing to kill the Goblin for the death of Gwen, Spider-Man attacks with fury, but his rage makes him ignore his spider sense, and the Goblin rams Spider-Man into one of the bridge's suspension cables. The Green Goblin escapes, while Spider-Man saves himself from falling into the river, catching himself with a web line. Spider-Man cries over Gwen's corpse and swears revenge. The police arrive and fire their guns at Spider-Man, but he makes a quick exit, avoiding the gunfire. Changing into his civilian identity, Peter Parker arrives at Norman's townhouse to talk to Harry to see if he knows the whereabouts of his father. Harry, however, is still detoxing from drug use and is no use to Peter. Peter leaves Harry alone as Harry begs him for help. Soon after, Spider-Man arrives outside the window of Daily Bugle editor Robbie Robertson. Using his sources, Robertson tracks Norman Osborn to his last known location. As Spider-Man thanks Robbie and attempts to leave, J. Jonah Jameson bursts into the room accusing Spider-Man of Gwen's murder. Spider-Man webs Jonah's mouth shut and leaves. Spider-Man tracks the Green Goblin to a warehouse and beats him, but cannot bring himself to kill him. The Goblin uses the opportunity to send his glider to impale Spider-Man from behind. Warned by his spider sense, Spider-Man dodges, and the glider instead impales the Green Goblin, seemingly killing him. Later, a devastated Parker, back at home, encounters an equally shocked and saddened Mary Jane Watson, who has lost a close friend with Gwen's death, and the two attempt to comfort each other in the wake of their loss.